Lamine Yamal Nasraoui born 13 July 2007, is a Spanish expert footballer who performs as a winger for La Liga membership Barcelona and the Spain country-wide group. Known for his wonderful passing, chance-growing abilities, and shot-taking, he's extensively appeared as one of the nice younger footballers with Inside the Global, and is frequently appeared as one of the finest teens in soccer records. Yamal holds the facts for the youngest participant to seem in a UEFA European Championship final, at age 17, the youngest participant in a soccer UEFA European Championships, at age 16, the youngest goalscorer with inside the knockout section of the UEFA European Championships, at age 16, the youngest goalscorer in a soccer UEFA European Championships, at age 16, the youngest participant with inside the knockout ranges of the soccer UEFA European Championships, at age 16, the youngest participant nominated for the Ballon d'Or, at age 17, and the youngest goalscorer with inside the pinnacle department of Spanish soccer, at age 16. Immoderate citations, Yamal has represented Spain across the world at numerous young people levels and made his debut for the senior group in 2023, turning into the youngest participant to symbolize and rating for the United States of America at age 16. He became decided on for UEFA Euro 2024, gambling an essential function in assisting Spain win their fourth name, at the same time as additionally triumphing the tournament's Young Player Award. Lamine Yamal Nasraoui became born on 13 July 2007 in Esplugues de Llobregat, with inside the Barcelona metropolitan vicinity in Catalonia, to waitress Sheila Abana and constructing painter Munir Nasraoui. Yamal's mom became born in Bata, Equatorial Guinea, and his father is from Larache, Morocco. They gave him a compound given call to honor humans, named Lamine and Yamal, who helped them financially rapidly earlier than their son became born. Yamal is a Muslim. His mother and father separated whilst Yamal became 3, even though each remained gift through his childhood. The own circle of relatives had lived in Mataró. However, across the time of his mother and father's separation, Yamal's mom moved to Granollers, in which Yamal commenced gambling soccer on the neighborhood membership La Torreta on the age of 4. He might trade among each towns to spend time together along with his mother and father. With his father in Mataró, Yamal grew up in Rocafonda, a neighborhood defined via way of means of El País as forgotten, remoted, and stigmatized. He celebrates desires via way of means of creating a gesture of the wide variety 304, the remaining digits of the neighborhood postcode 08304. Following his success, his popularization of the wide variety has been credited with bringing delight and reputation to the operating magnificence network of Rocafonda. At 6 years of age, Yamal became scouted via way of means of Barcelona and became invited to schooling periods at La Masia, signing for the membership in 2014 and transferring to Barcelona to stay and educate on the academy. Growing up, Yamal's footballing idols had been Ronaldinho, Lionel Messi, and Neymar. On 14 August 2024, Yamal's father became stabbed in an automobile park in Mataró. His accidents had been minor, and he became discharged from medical institution 3 days later. Police arrested 4 humans worried with inside the attack. Yamal has a more youthful brother named Kenye, born 2022, and a more youthful sister named Bara. Growing up through the young people ranks of La Masia, Yamal became quickly regarded as one of the academy's nice prospects. Initially brought to the juvenile A group, already above his age grade, for the 2022-23 season, Yamal became decided on, via way of means of Xavi, to educate with the primary group alongside different children in early September 2022. While nonetheless but to signal his first expert agreement with the membership, he seemed to be one of the academy participants to maximum galvanize the coach. Yamal made his first group debut on 29 April 2023, changing Gavi with inside the 83rd minute of a 4-0 victory in opposition to Real Betis in La Liga, wherein he registered a shot heading in the right direction and have become now no longer most effective, the 5th youngest participant in La Liga's records at 15 years, 9 months, and 16 days vintage, 36. However, additionally, the youngest to seem for Barcelona's first group for the reason that 15-year VIN On 11 January 2024, Yamal scored in a 2-0 win over Osasuna, with inside the semi-final of the Supercopa de España, turning into, at 16 years and 182 days, the youngest participant to attain with inside the Supercopa. Yamal then performed the ultimate 29 mins of the very last towards Real Madrid on 14 January. 2 weeks later, on 25 January, he scored with inside the Copa del Rey quarter-finals towards Athletic Bilbao in an eventual 4-2 loss after greater time, turning into the youngest goal scorer with inside the competition's records. On 11 February, Yamal scored his first brace in a 3-3 draw towards Granada. In comes the person of the healthy. In the 2023-24 season, Barcelona completed second in La Liga and ended their Champions League run on the quarter-finals after being knocked out with the aid of Paris Saint-Germain, towards whom Yamal registered and helped with inside the second leg, which they lost 4-1. At 16 years of age, Yamal broke numerous information for Barcelona at some point of the season, making 50 appearances in all competitions. In La Liga, Yamal have become the youngest starter for Barcelona, the youngest participant to report and help, the youngest to attain for Barcelona, and in La Liga the youngest participant to function for Barcelona in El Clásico, and the youngest participant to attain a brace in La Liga, and primary participant ever to acquire this report beneath the age of 17. He additionally have become the youngest participant to sign in greater than 10 AIM contributions in La Liga at 16 years and 213 days. In the Champions League, Yamal have become the second youngest participant to function with inside the cup, at the back of Youssoufa Moukoko, the youngest participant named in a beginning lineup, and the youngest participant to play with inside the knockout phase. In the primary healthy of the 2024-25 La Liga season on 18 August 2024, Yamal assisted Lewandowski to assist Barcelona equalize towards Valencia earlier than Lewandowski transformed a penalty with inside the second half to assist the healthy end 2-1. In the subsequent healthy towards Athletic Bilbao on 24 August, Yamal scored his first aim of the season in every other 2-1 victory. On 19 September, Yamal scored his first UEFA Champions League aim, netting the equalizer of their 2-1 loss to Monaco at some point of the inaugural match week of the newly formatted Champions League phase. With inside the process, he have become the second youngest scorer in Champions League records at 17 years and 68 days, at the back of teammate Ansu Fati, who scored at 17 years and 40 days on 20 October 2020. On 26 October, on the age of 17 years and 105 days, Yamal have become the youngest goal scorer in El Clásico records, whilst he scored the 0.33 aim in a 4-0 victory towards Real Madrid, surpassing the report of his teammate Ansu Fati, who did so on the age of 17 years and 359 days in October 2020. During the healthy on the Santiago Bernabéu Stadium, Yamal and his Barcelona teammates Ansu Fati and Rafinha had been focused with racial abuse with the aid of using a set of domestic supporters. On 2 February 2025, he finished 21 dribbles towards Alaves, breaking Lionel Messi's report from 2007. On 30 April, Yamal made his 1/100th look for the membership with inside the Champions League very last first leg towards Inter Milan. He scored the primary aim in a 3-3 draw and became praised with the aid of using Inter supervisor Simone Inzaghi, who known as Yamal, a phenomenon born each 50 years. Yamal represented the children's sections of the Catalonia countrywide soccer crew from a younger age, and became made a captain whilst he became 11 years old. He became captain during his time gambling for the beneath -12, beneath -14, and beneath -16 teams. In November 2022, Yamal scored an outstanding solo aim in a healthy towards Castile and Leon, and later that month he transformed a penalty, furnished the help for Catalonia's second aim, and obtained a pink card in a 2-2 draw with Aragon that dispatched Catalonia via to the phase d'or of the 2022-23 Spanish Nearby Crew Championship. Yamal became now no longer known as much as the squad for the phase d'or in 2023. Yamal became a children global for Spain, having performed for the Spanish U15 and U16 squads. In 2023, He represented Spain's U17 facet with inside the 2023 European U17 Championship, with Yamal scoring 4 dreams at some point of the tournament. On 7th June 2024, Yamal became decided on with inside the 26-guy squad for the match. On 15th June, he made his debut with inside the European Championship towards Croatia, turning into the youngest participant to characteristic with inside the match, elderly 16 years and 338 days, breaking the preceding file of Poland's Kacper Kozłowski. During the healthy towards Croatia, he additionally have become the youngest participant to offer an help, putting in place Dani Carvajal's aim in a 3-0 victory. In the spherical of 16 healthy towards Georgia, he have become the youngest participant to characteristic with inside the knockout phase, breaking Jude Bellingham's file, further to supplying every other help in a 4-1 victory. He once more supplied a crucial help towards Germany in a 2-1 quarter, very last win, and tied a Spanish file for having 3 assists with inside the identical version of the European Championship, after Cesc Fabregas in 2008, David Silva in 2012, and Dani Olmo in 2020. He scored Spain's first aim with inside the 2-1 semi-very last victory towards France on 9 July, with a curling strike from out of doors the penalty area, which received aim of the match. He have become the youngest goal scorer with inside the records of the Euros 4 days earlier than his 17th birthday, and greater than a wire more youthful than the preceding file holder, Johan von Lanthen. At the give-up of UEFA Euro 2024, Yamal became named Young Player of the Tournament. Spain's 2-1 victory towards England with inside the Euro 2024 very last made him the youngest participant to win the Euros. He assisted fellow winger Nico Williams for Spain's first aim with inside the very last, sooner or later turning into the youngest participant to sign up a aim involvement in a main match very last, and turning into joint holder for the maximum assists in an unmarried Euro match with 4 assists.